I am a multiply award-winning Youth Poet Laureate through the nation's Urban Word Project. I was the second Youth Poet Laureate of the city of Long Beach, California. I have also been the runner-up for the Los Angeles County Youth Poet Laureate and runner-up for the Youth Poet Laureate of the Western region of the United States. And I have been the Youth Poet Laureate of the National Institutes for Historically Underserved Students think tank since 2019 when I was 10 years old. The use of poetry in STEM environments flips technical subjects on their heads by integrating emotional, creative, and humanistic dimensions into STEM subjects. Poetry creates the opportunity for deeper emotional engagement and empathy. Poetry is a powerful tool for STEM communication because it has the ability to make complex concepts accessible and memorable. Poetry bridges the gap between data-driven analysis and powerful metaphorical understanding. One of my 4 non-apparent learning disabilities is a math disorder, known as dyscalculia. Dyscalculia is a neurodivergent condition that not a lot of people know about. It's like dyslexia, but with numbers, and it affects a person's ability to acquire mathematical skills. I have deeply struggled with math all of my life, and at various points in my schooling experiences, institutions have denied me a math education because they didn't know what to do with my dyscalculia. I have a poem that I have written that attempts to explain what it feels like to struggle with dyscalculia. The poetic device I used here is called leet speak, and it is a poetry form that transforms text into a cryptic, digital age medium by replacing letters with numbers and symbols. I employ it here as a tool to cause you to experience the cognitive disequilibrium that I experience during mathematics. This poem is an interactive poem, and you will have to try to read each stanza first before I recite it. I will put up one stanza at a time and let you have a few seconds to read it, and then I will recite the stanza, and so forth and so on until we read the whole poem together. Here it goes. Dyscalculia by Helena Donato Sapp. I have an empty bowl when it comes to math because of this dyscalculia. My bowl is clean and ready to receive, and I am hungry for math, but math does not taste good to me. My bowl is ready to be full, but I can't understand what is going on. Why is it so easy for everyone else? Why can't I remember? The numbers, the formula, the techniques, the math. I have an empty bowl when it comes to math, and it is open and ready to receive, but inside it is polluted with fear and not being successful, and low grades, and shame, and put-downs from peers and teachers. And I fear that anything that goes into my empty, polluted bowl will be spoiled now. I have an empty bowl, and it is open and ready to receive, but there are cracks in it now. Cracks from beating myself up so much, because I can't understand. I can't remember. I can't do this. I can't. And anything placed in my bowl leaks out so quickly, as if it wasn't ever there in the first place. That teacher thinks I'm faking. That teacher thinks I'm lazy. That teacher thinks I want attention. That teacher. I have an empty bowl, and it is turned upside down. I cannot receive at all. It's not my fault it slows me down. I can't understand math. Nothing adds up. How does it make you feel when you don't understand? Let's take a moment and reflect on this poem. Was it difficult for you to read? Did you think I went too fast and didn't give you enough time to decipher it? How did that make you feel? If you felt some of those things, now you know what school is like for me and hundreds of thousands of other students in school. Every day is a struggle to survive. This poem gives you a glimpse into dyscalculia, but there is something more here as well. My poem is soon to be published in a scholarly book titled Foundations, Resistance, and Futures, Reconceptualizing and Reimagining Disability in Mathematics Education. My point here is to not let anyone tell you that you can't succeed in STEM under any circumstance. Who would have ever imagined that I'd have a chapter in a scholarly book on mathematics? I also use this poem in my keynote speaking to tell thousands of educators across the nation to heighten their awareness and care in working with disabled students. I'm here to tell you that your disability is an asset in STEM environments, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I am also here to affirm that STEM spaces need poets to make those spaces more humanistic, and this shows that there is more than one way to be engaged in impact STEM fields. The next video up is about the thrill of literature to engage disabled students in STEM. Check it out.